Um, should you or should you not push through? So let's say I'm thinking about kids who have sensory defensiveness that becomes an obstacle in their learning, So, I mean, of course, picky eating is one, but also we have a lot of kids who don't want to touch wet stuff, icky stuff. I have one of those at home. Like, how do we as parents or teachers, like, gently and in a supportive way to slowly work towards positive changes, adjust our expectations? I don't believe in forcing or bribing, but what would be like your recommendations to what's that balance?
I have worked with so many littles under the age of 3 that are literally petrified of certain tastes and textures.
Yeah.
And this is a true central nervous system response. They are screaming, no, no, something is very distressful about this. So we should never force our kids to engage in sensory experiences that are giving them this adverse feeling. However, what we can do is we can set up sensory experiences, slowly increasing and exploring like tastes and textures, and providing utensils and opportunities to still explore these utensils without touching them with their skin. So a good example I like to say is during the art time. You have the kids that love to pour the glue, and you have the kids that don't even want to touch the glue. So you can use glue sticks. You can have paint brushes available to put the paint on. You can have glue in a cup. So you can slowly do that. And then what you want to do is you want to model. You don't want to force. You don't want to say, try. You can say, try this, but you never want to make it be the definite. So for example, if I'm running an art center and I have all these materials and somebody doesn't want to paint, I'm going to show them on myself what it's like and say, it's safe. I'm safe to put this on here. It feels cool, and it might make my hand feel bumpy. And I'm describing what it feels like as I'm having a positive reaction to it, which can be challenging when I don't like to touch certain things. And I'm all like, but it works on my own regulation and as working on my own exploration of stuff as well. So, and the kids see that, I'm like, oh, sometimes it makes me feel like it's weird, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to try. And then I do it. Then the kids are watching you. Then they're going to be more open to wanting to try and move forward, especially if they're still able to play. And maybe they could paint somebody else's hand. Maybe they want to paint a picture of the hand on the paper. Like it shouldn't have to be about the compliance aspect. It should never be about the compliance. It should be about the end result. And what's the end result? You want to make a pretty hand picture on the page? Well, someone can paint that. You can paint your friend's page. You could have your friend put their hand on your page. And then we can write a little note. I wanted my friend's hand on this page. Why is that not okay? You're still doing the same concept. And you're still actually sharing and learning and growing. So I think that's another way to reshape that whole, like, they don't like to do this. They don't want to do this. Well, do they have to? Or is it just something you want them to work on? Like, what's the goal? Because there's a lot of ways you could get to a goal. It doesn't have to be sit and comply and do it with these 3 things. Like, there's a lot of different tools and techniques you can use to achieve an end goal.